Video game podcast.
Welcome to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast, the highest level for raw, unfiltered gaming commentary. And the only podcast online where all of the hosts at least own one console made by Sega.
There we go.
All right. Everyone owned the Sega console, right?
That's right, Genesis.
Yeah.
Turbo 857.
Sticks.
Algae 857.
The 23rd Stallion.
And your boy Big Chaco. What up?
And as a quick reminder, despite all of the podcasting services that you could find the Level 857 Video Game Podcast on, Radio Public is what you want to follow and download to show us the most support. Absolutely.
We love that support.
Yeah. So y'all check.
Give it here.
Give me what I want.
Give me what I want.
Give me what I want.
Get what I want.
All right. So as we start off every time, let's go around and see what everybody's been doing.
Yeah.
Game wise for the week.
You want to start with me?
Yeah.
Let's start with you.
Yeah, start with
Devil May Cry 5.
Oh,
Addicted. That game is so good.
Did you beat it?
Did I?
How many
You
hours?
got that like 2 days ago.
I know. I got it the Friday it came out, and I beat it by Saturday night.
Wow. Did you sleep?
Yeah, you be a fan.
No, I slept. But
So it's like a 10-15, right? Hour type game?
Yeah.
Good.
But it's good. I'm going through it on some of Sparta mode now. Difficulty's ramped up.
Is the God of War in it?
Huh?
Is the God of War in it?
Imagine.
It should have been.
No.
Only on PlayStation?
No. But yeah, no, really solid game if you're a fan of Devil May Cry. It is the best of the series in my opinion. And
Easily the best?
easily.
Really?
Yeah.
Even better than DMC? Even though people hate on that?
No, DMC was really good, but this is better.
Yeah.
Wow.
DMC was my favorite.
DMC was dope.
DMC
but
was my favorite.
this is dope.
Really?
Yeah. Like, all three characters have different flavors to them, and they're all fun to use.
Like Paladin?
Dante's... What?
Paladin.
Yo, why do you keep on
He just throwing some nonsense out there.
Yeah, Paladin? Yeah, I mean, I guess V would be the strawberry, which sometimes people don't like, but, you know, it's an acquired taste. Nero's the vanilla. You know, because people love vanilla ice cream. And Dante's the chocolate because everybody loves chocolate. Damn.
I like how you brought it back to yourself.
Of course.
I like that's
how I
good.
do
it.
You brought
TV show.
it back to
I
himself.
Yeah, man. But yeah, check that. Yo, if you like hack and slash games.
And you're playing on the stream now, right?
Yeah, I've been playing on the stream.
Okay.
Catch him on the stream.
Level 857 stream.
Hell yeah.
Well, I've been streaming it on my personal thing, but you guys are the hosting.
It goes
so
on.
you should be-
Yeah, host today. Level 857 host.
Host with the most.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Excellent. I told you guys I beat Lost Paradise just now.
It's about damn time.
I told you I beat that. Yeah, I beat that finally.
What's Lost Paradise? For those who don't know.
Game's been playing for last
Lost
year.
Paradise is an open world Fist and North Star game solely focused on Kenshiro.
I thought it was Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm sorry.
So Yakuza.
Yeah.
Yes, Yakuza, I guess, developers or
They
whatever.
just put Ken's face on.
Yep.
That's what they did.
What was the final boss name?
It's not Raul, and it's
It's a
not,
secret.
and it's not Thouser. I'll tell
Okay.
you that. It is a character made just for the game.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you that.
Is it your favorite Fist North Star?
It's one of them. You know, because the thing is, when you compare it to the Ken's Rage, especially the first one, they're different games. You know, it's like you get Ken's Rage if you like the whole cast and you want to play as the whole cast. You get, if you want like a Kenshiro-focused open-world Fist and North Star game that shows some sprinkled Sega love, that's what Lost Paradise really is.
You
And they
can't
did-
be anyone else, can you?
No, you can't.
Fuck!
No, Ray has a lot of side missions.
You
with
can use them?
Kenshiro. No, he has.
Fuck!
It's like all your favorite characters are there, but there are some Fist North Star characters that don't make a cameo, but because it's its own story. It's like an alternate universe, so to speak. You know, but they really did a great job. I'm playing Valkyria Chronicles 4. Got stuck on this hard battle.
Oh, yeah, I know you.
I veered off of that, went back to Starlink, got addicted, beat it, and then I went back to Valkyria.
Did you beat
Chronicles.
the battle yet?
Not yet. I'm still. I haven't lost it. I'm still
It is
playing the battle.
It was my longest battle, and it's frustrating.
Because she
Stop in the middle of
heals
a battle?
every freaking battle. She's healing, and it's like, no, this sucks.
So you
Like,
stop in the middle of that?
yeah, you can save. You can save right in the middle of a battle. So I'm like, I can't do this right now. I gotta play something else.
And I thought I
gotta
did
take
that
out the hero
battle.
first.
I thought I did that battle bad,
Mhm.
but I'm like hearing that how bad you're doing. I'm like, oh, that's probably the only
Nah,
way.
man.
You could actually do it.
It's
Yeah.
a sloppy
war of
battle. Yes, it is a war of attrition. And I'm just like, I have to take breaks out of that battle. It's so bad. But I beat Starlink. I got addicted to it, and I beat the game. And
How long is that game?
Starlink is a good, like, if you want to do everything, it's a good, you could do 40 hours, but you could beat it pretty, like, you could put a
So it's
good,
on
like,
sale now, so it's like $1
$20,
an hour.
$25 an hour.
Yeah, it's not bad. Good value.
I'm gonna talk. I'll do like my take about it where they messed up with the toys and stuff like that. But that'll be in another video. I ain't gonna use it for the podcast now. But that's it. Oh no. And I'm also while I'm waiting to snag Spider-Man from one of you guys, I started playing Berserk Band of the Hawk. It's such
Finally! Finally!
And that game is awesome. I forgot
Dude,
how awesome that game is.
I was thinking about that game the other day. I was like, I kind of just want to chop people in half again. Like, that shit is crazy.
And I'm also playing Attack on Titan too, so that's 2 Warriors games I'm playing at the same time. It's like Band of the Hawk is an amazing game. That's such a great game.
It's a Warriors game?
It's a what?
It's a Warriors game?
Like
What,
a
Berserk?
Dynasty Warriors
Yeah,
game?
yeah, it's a Warriors game.
Berserk?
I forgot about it.
Yeah.
it is.
It's awesome. It's like 47 chapters. It's long as shit.
It has the least strategy of most of the Warriors games because it's really just focused on killing people. Like when I take over a base, you don't really like. It's not like you have your allies spawning like you see in every other Warriors game. It just says base taken over. You see nobody. Enemies are dead. I'm like, there's no strategy to this. You're just mowing people down.
Now you just go in and you just kill people.
It's the most brutal.
That's extremely
What
brutal.
if they're missing out on something though? What if they had downloadable content like continuously until they got to where they're up to in the comic book?
Wow.
It would be years and years and years.
Yeah.
Damn, amazing.
And I would keep getting it.
They should do it.
I think they're doing that with Attack on Titan because they're coming out with Attack on Titan 2 Final Battle, which is DLC for the game I'm playing now because it's got the 3rd season content coming in there, which is better than just restarting a whole other game. I'm like, you might as well just add to it because you got Season 1 and Season 2 in there, so that's not a bad idea.
You think they did it with Dead or Alive 6, considering it's $93 for the downloadable content?
No, you know what? I heard it was $93. I'm not even going to buy the game.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Ridiculous.
That
You
is
gotta
dumb.
buy the clothes like the actual
No.
product.
No. I want to play a fighting game. I don't want to play dress up.
I wanted to play dress up. They ruined it though. They killed it. That's why I did the first game.
Yo, how is the DLC more expensive than the entire game?
That's how it is.
5 had way more than that. It was way
Really?
more money. Yeah. It was way more money. It
Christ.
just kept going. Kept going.
Oh, because they just kept
Yeah.
releasing instead of releasing
And it was
one big
expensive
package.
as all hell. Yeah. But now you can play it. I'm going to play it for free. I'm not even going to pay for it at all. You can
Oh,
just
it's on
download
Game Pass?
Well, no. They have like 4 characters you can pick. It says a download.
Oh,
And then
okay.
you can buy a la carte your characters if you want. No. I'm
Screw
just going to
that.
play as the 4.
Screw that.
Y'all lost me. But I'm probably not going to play anything because I haven't been playing anything.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like 3 podcasts. You
I
haven't
know.
been playing anything.
I know.
It's too busy.
I've been working on this. This is 4K now, all right? This is a 4K podcast now.
That's
So
beautiful.
when you watch it on YouTube, it's going to be 4K.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
working on production value, all right?
Moving up like the Jeffersons.
So check it out there on a 4K TV. But other than that, did you guys get a Sega survey in your email?
Yeah.
You did, right?
Mhm.
Did you do it?
Yep.
I did mine.
Yeah.
So
I did it on the
was,
train.
It was interesting. It was a long survey.
It was.
I did one page. It said 10%. I was like, yo, this is
Yo, I was like, all right, the percentage better start going up or I'm
Yep.
going to be done with this.
Yeah.
But it was interesting.
No, I liked it.
I was filling it out at work and it kept saying 4%, 4%. It wouldn't go to the next page. I was like, God damn it! I was like, I can't freaking finish it
I
up.
got to see if I got one.
So I got to do it at home. I replied. I tweeted a reply though to them telling Shining Force 3.
Yeah, I blew up that shit with Fan Force 3 also.
They had a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah.
It said Shining, which pissed me off.
Yeah, that's-
It
yeah,
said
that's-
Shining Force.
Stop
So
it
I
with
said,
the Shining.
I said other.
That's true.
No, I said other. Shining Force 3 remake of 3 scenarios, all of them, or a new one. And for Fantasy Star, I said new Fantasy Star.
New Fantasy, definitely
Not
new Fantasy
online.
Star. Yeah. I want a new Fantasy
Not
Star.
online,
Yeah,
Fantasy Star, regular one. And I
Exactly.
put, they didn't have
That might
Panzer
happen.
Dragoon on there. I was mad.
because it's already coming.
No, I want a new one. I put a
Okay.
sequel. I know the remakes are coming. That's nice. But I want
coming.
a sequel. And then they had Jet Set Radio, and it's probably going to get picked by everybody.
Valkyria was on there, right?
Valkyria's on there.
Jet
Yeah.
Set is so ill. I remember that game, man.
I don't know if a sequel would do well nowadays.
I just want
Nah,
the Valkyria Chronicles follow the exact same formula.
Yeah.
Add in 1 or 2 more classes every game. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
Don't change it. Don't
vehicle or
do.
something. It's
Just-
like
Just leave it.
They didn't have Wonder Boy. They didn't have Indo Racer.
Alex
They
Kidd
didn't
wasn't
have
on there,
Alex
right?
Kidd. They didn't have any actual Sega titles. That Altered Beast, like I wanted an Altered Beast.
Let's go, Altered Beast. They could do it, man.
Nah.
Wise from the brave.
No.
You know what
Nah,
that's?
imagine that.
No, don't imagine that.
Nah,
Terrible
what if
game.
it was redone by the people that made God of War? How sick would that be?
What?
Oh, you mean
Altered
like
Beast.
how Rygar was done?
Oh,
Pretty much.
Altered Beast? Yeah.
I remember Rygar.
No, that could be
Rygar was
done. I would like
a
if
remake.
the Altered Beast come out like
it
that, like a
could.
God of War.
That's the same voice though.
They might do it, though.
They gotta keep that shit.
Listen, this is why I didn't put that, because of the remake that they did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Sega was even in charge of that. It was god awful.
Mhm.
The 3D one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was terrible.
It was real bad. Real bad. It's only
I
Japanese,
enjoyed it.
too. You did not.
You fucking lying.
I got it playing.
You lying ass.
No.
That's why I didn't want to see it at all. So
I would like
I was
to
just
see
trying to give it some credit.
But
Streets
I'm
of
gonna
Rage
get-
was on there too.
I'm gonna get back into. See, listen. This is why I haven't played anything, right? So Valkyria Chronicles 4 is a long game, right? And I have a very short games, or in comparison to it, it's very short. I have Resident Evil 2, and I have what's the other game? I have another game that's very, very short. But I'm gonna play those first, and then I'm gonna go back to
As you
Valkyria
should.
Chronicles. Otherwise, I'm not gonna
Chronicles.
play anything.
Just sit with Chronicles and that's it.
So I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna get like 10 hours out of the way on there because I'm only like 4 hours in, and it's not bad. I'll get through them, and then I'll put the time to it.
Clock's ticking. A Resident Evil remake.
Oh yeah, no, I gotta beat it before he's done with Assassin's Creed, so you can play it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get to it. I'll get to it next podcast.
TikTok.
Bye.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Next
All right, shut up,
podcast. I just got Red Dead Redemption 2.
You got
You
it.
got it?
Oh, you
You
did?
lucky
It was on
fuck.
sale.
For how much?
$40.
Oh, no, it's
Oh, wow.
too much. It's too much.
Too much.
I'm gonna start it next week.
Considering Grand Theft was $40 for like 5 years.
Yeah.
It's not gonna
I
go.
saw it on eBay
I
for
don't
like
think it's gonna
20.
go.
Someone was selling it for 20. I
Should've
think
picked
on
it
eBay.
It's not gonna
There
go.
was a
That
bunch
shit
of
is
them.
probably
He would've gave you a
scratched.
box.
If it was a bid, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's picking that up. No one's paying.
He would have gave you a box.
Yeah,
I'll
unless
show up
it's
to his
fucking-
house the day of
It's probably broken
with cupcakes.
scratched up to
with
hell.
cupcakes.
All right, so what do you?
Oh, I'm going last. I'm saving myself for last.
Why you gotta fuck up the
Why you
order?
gotta be
dude?
like a chassis belt?
Yeah, why you gotta be like
Because
that?
I got some.
Chastity belt?
What's that even mean? Saving
I don't know what
yourself
you
for
mean.
life.
What is that?
Save yourself for
Wow.
marriage.
I
Huh?
said, why you gotta be a chastity belt?
Saving myself for marriage. What?
All right, fine. Everybody play.
I ran through Tomb Raider Shadow of Tomb Raider, right? Is that what it's
Shadow
called?
of Tomb Raider.
Shadow of Tomb Raider. Ran through it.
It's like what, 4 days?
Wow, probably 3 days.
Yeah?
3 days. It was like 15 hours, if.
5 hours a day.
I didn't do any side shit. I did maybe 2 side things.
You got a job.
Don't you have a job? It's good. It's dope. It's dope.
Out
But
of the trilogy. Because I didn't hear much. I bought it the first day.
I'm not gonna say it's the best seller.
That was the other game, by the way.
I'm gonna say the second one. I'm gonna say the second one was better.
Second was better, yeah.
Because there was like when you're in this tribe, it's just fucking slow. There's like a slow part.
What, sneaking?
No, it's just a slow part with this story. Like I don't care what's going on with the tribe. I don't give a shit.
It's the same thing.
And everyone's walking around with diapers up their ass, so everyone's cheeks are hanging out.
Oh, Assassin's Creed.
Maybe, yeah, it's like everyone's ass is hanging, and Lara Croft is dressed up like them in like a
Her ass is hanging out?
no, like
I'm about to play
like a tribe dress.
Oh, that's
And it's
right.
like looks stupid. Like I'm doing missions in a tribe. I'm like, where's the? I don't look like I'm a badass. Like it looks stupid.
Bam.
So but after that part happened, you get your equipment back, and then like the cool thing they added in there. This is why I was thinking of, oh damn, they could do a Rambo game. Is that when you're
Oh, stuff.
yeah,
in the
like
forest?
the floor would be muddy. You could like go over it and put it all over yourself, so you could like blend in with the
Camouflage.
background. So you could like blend in while they're walking right by and shank them. And I'm like, yo, that's Rambo. Do a Rambo game just like it. It'll be so dope.
They made one.
Oh, they did make one, and it was fucking
They
hard.
need
bad,
to,
right?
they
It
need to
was
fix
real
that
bad.
shit, man. They
Oh
need to
no, it
fix
was bad.
But it was dope. It was a dope game. I liked it. But now I'm playing the longest game in history.
Ass in.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm like 32 hours in. Awesome, addicting game, but it is not Assassin's Creed. It's not Assassin's Creed.
No.
I don't feel like an assassin. I feel like Leonidas from freaking 300 going around just killing people, which is fine, which is fun. But I do not feel like an assassin.
You know, it's funny. I walked in on you playing that, and I didn't know that it was Assassin's Creed at all. I was just like,
It's not. It
like,
has,
what are you
it
playing?
has the elements of it, the
like
climbing,
Rome, right?
the killing people and stuff.
Very-
and, it's
You
Assassin's
can
Creed.
sneak around.
You can. I sneak around, but then I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna kill everybody.
Nah, like I like to sneak around and just kill everybody quietly, and
I
dump their
try.
bodies in like a ditch. It's so
But the
fun.
No, I try. I legit
Kill
try.
everybody but the lion.
Oh, that lion, yo.
Wait, what happened?
I was like,
He's probably like 20 people.
I was killing. I was
He's
doing
doing
pretty good, but the lion just said.
A lion
Wow.
popped out of nowhere.
Oh,
He joined the fight just to attack me, but there's tons of like humans, and you're attacking me. Like, how do you know to attack me?
Because he's programmed to.
Yeah, they're like, this is the dumbest shit ever. But the other, not to like go off on a tangent, but I did a mission where there was a bear locked up. I said, I'm gonna set this motherfucker loose. I set him loose. He went right after the main guy. Like, I was shooting the main guy while the bear was after him.
Wow.
Like, this shit is hilarious. It's so funny, but it's an awesome game. The last Assassin's Creed was Unity, in my opinion. Origins didn't feel like Assassins. You were an assassin, even though you technically were. The action and the fighting system, to me, felt like more action-packed. I'm a warrior. I'm going to take on everybody. Assassin's Creed, Unity, you sneak around putting darts in people's heads, and sometimes you get
You can
caught.
fight them, but if there's like 10, 12 guys, you're running.
Yeah.
It's
So it felt more Metal Gearish.
Hmm.
As far as when you sneak around sticking with darts and stuff.
Yeah, and I just looked at a video on YouTube recently to see if I'm just like full of
Different gameplay.
Yeah, and I was looking at it, I said, oh, I miss playing this fucking game. I want to play it with the two of y'all. Like, that shit, like, that is dope. Like, it's a real...
PlayStation.
Yep.
Sorry.
God damn it, get that shit. It's probably $2.
Should have gotten it for Xbox.
Oh, and also
I think I have it for Xbox.
just beat Hyper Light Drifter with this guy over
yes.
here. What a fucking indie game.
That's a great game.
What an awesome indie game that started off so bad because we fought the wrong boss. I thought this was like a bad purchase, but holy crap, man, what an awesome game.
That was great.
Awesome
Yeah,
game.
beat on stream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Coming
so
up.
dope.
Coming
man.
up
on YouTube.
Coming
It's
up.
coming up,
Nice.
including our review as well.
That's it for me.
All right. And now,
I've been playing only one game.
what's that game?
I've been playing a lot of Tetris lately. And
Which Tetris?
it's funny, I played like the marathon endless just to see how far I could get.
Wetris.
I was just messing around.
Wetris.
Next thing you know, I found that, then this is on the 3DS, I was playing Tetris Axis.
Hatris.
Next thing you know, I found out that I was playing for about 2 hours straight with no breaks or anything, and then I got 5 million points. Almost 5.5 million points.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like,
How many
That's a lot.
How many lines does that equate to?
I think it was about 1,000, like 1,500 lines or something like that.
God.
Jesus.
Um,
Out of mercy.
to that point, I was just like, how many? What's the biggest score that anyone's ever did? So I Googled it, and it brought me to this website called Twin Galaxies. If anyone out there is familiar, seen that movie King of Kong? That's where it originated from. It's a database basically they work with the Guinness Book of World Records.
They was out way before that movie.
And huh?
I said they was out way before.
Oh no, they were way out. Yeah. But it's actually a video game scoring database. So if you want to know who, Donkey Kong, any video game,
The record holders.
they have all the record holders like locked in, and for history, for like
They're the official word.
for historical documentation or whatever.
If they kept that stuff on MySpace, it would have been gone.
Yeah.
It's all gone.
Anyway, I go on to, I type in Tetris Axis, and then I see that the highest score that's logged in was 600,000.
Mm.
And I had 5.5 million.
Blew it out the water.
I was like, what the hell? I was in shock when I saw it. I was like, I have the world record? I didn't even realize it.
Come see LG.
So I was like, all right.
The
So then I submitted my score. Now, here's the thing. Because I didn't expect to get that high score, I didn't get it on video. I basically just showed the video of my high score on my 3DS, and then also had a snapshot of my high score as well. They didn't accept it because they didn't have any gameplay. So then I was just like,
Passed out.
all right.
Never did it again.
I could do it again. I could do that. I could actually get higher than that score. I know I can, and I felt it. But I started looking at other games. I couldn't find anything on Tetris Effect because I guess it's still too new. And then
Yeah, it's very new.
and then I looked up Puyo Tetris.
Puyo.
And then I saw that the high score in that one, which is an undisputed record, there's only one person who did it.
Mm-hmm.
No one else even got close or even tried to put up their score.
Because of Puyo Puyo.
It was 5 million.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did a run just practicing on that, just on the weekend, and I got 7 million my first time. My first try.
Blew it out the water.
My first try.
Come see LG.
But once again, once again, another thing that I found out that I thought I was safe because the Nintendo Switch, the Tetris game on Nintendo Switch, actually records your gameplay.
but it only records an hour of gameplay because the shit maxes out at an hour. They never thought that anybody would play more, like longer than that. So it records just an hour and then it stops. And then it's like...
You found out the hard way.
I found out the hard way, yeah. So then I said, you know what? What's one way to fucking beat this score than to stream it live? And I did. I had 3 attempts. The first attempt I actually...
You did beat the score.
No, the first attempt I actually did beat his score.
And while we were watching the replay though,
yeah,
we were like, okay, he's almost there. And it's like, that's the end of the thing. And I was
right.
like, it just cut you 2 million points away from what you did.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I couldn't
Someone's
see...
hating on the low.
I couldn't see what I did wrong.
Someone hacked that.
Powers that be. Powers that be.
Yep.
So last night, I finally did it. For 3.5 hours, I played. And let me just go to... I recorded this down. I got the score down of this guy here in Twin Galaxies. His name is Nick van der Vis. He's from the Netherlands.
Okay.
Shout
out to Netherlands.
His gamer tag is Nick666101.
He's
mad evil. Why is that so evil?
This was posted on December 3rd, 2017, 2 years ago.
Set the record for 2 years.
Yeah,
sitting pretty.
undisputed.
For
He had 1,638 lines with a score of 5,481,783. Last night I got, after 3.5 hours of gameplay, 3,652 lines with a score of 9,475,958.
Yeah, record's gone.
So you almost double his score.
I almost doubled his score.
Now that's two
Blew it out the water.
Tetris games you have with the world record in?
Yeah.
Technically speaking.
Level 857 don't play around, man.
Come
gotta-
see Algie.
Now I'm gonna
World
do
record holder right
I'm
here.
gonna do it live as well with the Tetris Access on the 3DS. It's a technical thing because there's no way to hook it up to a TV monitor, so I'm gonna have to.
In other words, he's coming for all your records. Y'all ain't gonna have no records left.
No Tetris is safe.
It's gonna be a battleground because
Yeah.
everybody's gonna see you.
Everyone's
You're like,
everyone's gonna
Don't
try
say-
to come
I
after you,
know.
and they're gonna fail.
I know, but let me just say this for anybody who's attempting to do this. I just want to give a fair warning: be safe, man. You can go through fatigue. Like I was feeling the effects after 2 hours straight. Like you have to keep your focus, and it's really tough to keep it. My eyes were starting to water and stuff.
You
And
did this with no Mountain Dew.
And tell them the secret. You had a porta potty right under you. So you didn't have to get up. You were just straight playing and shit.
No, that was
like, oh,
that was a physical. That was the most physically draining thing I've ever did in any video games. Even like doing like motion controls, like that was harder than that.
I get to take that after whooping asses and Smash Brothers Online for an hour.
So,
Did you
I
ever play
mean, you
Nights
don't
on
get
Nights on?
retired, dude.
That's real tired.
Oh, dude. No, I was like drained, man. I played that shit so much that
You know what day it
I dreamt I was still playing. That's how I dreamt that there was like blocks falling down, and I was putting them to like or.
Yo.
I was sitting there, eyes open.
Like,
He was dreaming, eyes open.
I slept great.
I was like, is he dead?
Yeah.
Ow, your eyes are open. What?
Yeah.
I didn't sleep. Huh? What?
no, it was one of the toughest things I've done, and
And he did it with the regular controller. He did it
Yeah.
with the Switch controller.
yeah.
And that was, people saw him playing, they was like, that was the most shocking.
I saw some people. Yeah, some people were actually left on the comments. They were watching me stream. They're like,
with the
"Holy
regular
shit,
controller?"
you're playing with the regular controller."
That's right. Old school. Y'all know about that.
No, it's actually
Shit.
it's a new controller.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
All right.
But yeah, but yeah, that's it.
Round of applause for LG.
Thank you.
World
Thank you.
world champion.
World
World
champion,
record.
man.
Who's champ is here?
Tetris,
And
Tetris
Tetris
Axis.
Axis.
The champ is here.
Tetris
Champ,
Axis,
yeah.
right? Tetris Axis.
Tetris Axis, and Puyo Puyo.
Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Yes.
And more to come.
He's going to try Tetris Attack next.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
No Tetris is safe. Come see Algie, yo.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
He's gonna
Y'all
try-
want a
he's gonna-
world record? You gotta go through this man.
That's
So-
right.
He's going to try Face Tris 3.
Oh man.
All of them. No,
But
no Tris is safe.
we're gonna
No, just to safe.
we're gonna post up the full. I'm gonna have the full 3.5 hour video. If you guys really want to see it.
It's up now, right?
Some people, it's up on
It's on
Twitch
Twitch
right
now.
now. But if you want to see it on YouTube, it's coming soon.
Coming up.
Watch
Also,
the whole thing.
also be on the lookout for a My Take. I'm actually going to do some commentary on that as well. I'm going to edit it. It's not going to be 3 hours, but I'm going to edit it down to maybe
Make
20
it-
minutes.
Make it 3
He's going to
hours.
call the current Tetris World Champ. We're going to have a conversation about
That's
the
right.
challenge.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
Give some advice to people trying to get that, and then crush them.
Wow.
Sorry.
What's his name? Jonas?
Oh, Jonas.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Touch Jonas.
Nah, his name is Toe Tag.
Jonas is the.
One of the Jonas Brothers.
Nah, he was actually.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
actually-
he's the ex-champ.
The former champion.
It was a classic. That's a tougher. That's
No,
a
I saw the
tough-
end of that match. That was
That's
insane.
one of the toughest Tetris. Yeah,
He
that
has
is the.
that was the
15
original.
minutes of fame.
The original Tetris for NES
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the
it's rough.
toughest one, man. It's
Right.
very, very tough. The closest second is Tetris Effect. It's up there. It's like neck and neck, pretty much. Like as far as like difficulty,
I can't even get 20 lines.
it's tough, man.
I got 100. I'm like, yeah.
Tetris
Thousands.
99, highest I got was 17, bro.
Dude, that's a game I
Oh no,
legit
and,
stink
you're
at.
talking about
Tetris 99.
Tetris 99.
That's a fun game.
I got
Oh.
like 29.
Really?
But the first time I played, I was using the wrong stick to drop the bricks. So I ended up at 99.
Hey.
I was like, yo, I suck. And then I played again and I was using the other the directional pad. I'm like, oh man.
Much better.
Yeah.
Well,
Great game.
so looking forward to seeing more of that.
Yeah, man.
And looking
Yeah.
forward
Coming
to seeing
soon.
you on the top of the list.
World.
We don't play no games here.
LG857.
No, we play all
if,
the Mag games.
We play all the games.
Highest.
No, we don't play no game.
if you're playing
Okay.
any Tetris and you see LG857 on there, you better be scared.
No, you better run.
You better be
Turn
Turn the
scared.
game off. Turn
Yeah, you might as
that
well
shit.
just turn it off and play something else.
Mhm.
Hide your kids, hide your
You
wife.
better be
Play
scared.
Smash Brothers or something. Actually, no, don't play Smash Brothers because we're on that shit too.
So,
I'm sorry,
as
go
we
ahead. I'm not
go-
sorry.
And don't play Dragon Ball League.
857
Back to me.
857 dominate.
We're going to move on to the news now, folks.
We should just do a
Alright.
podcast where we just talk shit the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
We just
Not
talk
this
shit.
one.
Hold on, world champs.
Yeah, we got some news.
World
All
champs.
right. So,
You got a new
let's
font.
move
New
on
font.
to the news.
So-
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, first news we're going to talk about is Looter Shooter Burnout. So, what that is these games that are like games where you collect things and
Yeah.
shoot everybody. So, it's like, that was the begining of Looter, but now they're like, you know, the Division 2, Anthem, Destiny 2, those types of games. So, and and I guess you can include Fortnite and Apex Legends in there too. So these are games that are like they're just charging people over and over and over and over for the same type of thing. You get on every day and just try and collect stuff.
Give me your
And that's
money.
it. So the Burnout is not the game, which I wish it was.
I thought it was. At
I
first when
originally
you
thought it was too. I'm like-
I thought I got so excited. I was like, what?
No, it's not. It's not. It's not racing. So Division 2 recently came out, right?
Mhm.
It didn't do quite as well as the original Division.
You don't say.
It did about well. This is the UK sales. They don't have sales in America and everywhere.
Hmm.
But physical sales was 20% of what the original Division did. So either everyone
Jesus.
is buying digital,
Yep.
or it's really they were waiting for either the reviews because Anthem just came out also, and that didn't do real good as far as sales either, as far as reviews even.
Didn't
But,
was it like the highest selling game for the month it came out in, or didn't it get like
No.
that? I saw something on IGN where it got the highest. The game got the highest sales on for February or some shit or whatever
maybe,
it came out.
Maybe in
No,
New
it
York.
burned out the most peak
Yeah, right.
scores.
Burned it to the-
Well, that game,
I mean, if it's a new game, maybe it'll probably get like for a month. It'll probably do well. Then
as with Destiny 2, didn't do well. That whole community just dropped off the
That
planet.
loot system,
So-
man. They gotta. Yeah.
Too many of those games at one time, you can't do it.
Saturate.
One game got lucky. Fortnite got real lucky with it. Apex
Mhm.
Legends is free. Like, I mean, it's not free when you purchase everything. You get billions of dollars every day. But the way they're giving it, they're giving those free. No one's going to buy these games for $60
Right.
to play something like Apex Legends that's free.
Right.
And they're going to continue playing those. And that community is thriving. While these guys, they thought they had something that's going to make them millions because of Destiny and stuff like that. But it's really not working out with the current configuration. If they're going to give these games out for free and then try and charge you for such and such here and such as they will charge you monthly, I think that's where it's going to go because these games aren't going to, like 7 million, they want to do 7 million in sales in order to be successful. Like 7 million now, what you call it, did it? Battlefield did 7 million. I think.
Yeah.
And that was considered a failure. How
Yeah,
is 7 million in sales considered
Yeah.
a
that's
failure?
fucked up.
Like the
That's
projections,
insane to me.
the projections for these games are way too high.
Yeah,
Well,
don't mean to
right.
cut
I
off
feel
the
like-
topic, but I'm looking at something on IGN. It shows 5 minutes of Cuphead gameplay on the Nintendo Switch.
I didn't get to that yet.
So
I'm sorry,
anyway-
that looks so fucking
So
cool.
as I was gonna say,
Well, they announced that today on Nintendo
Yeah.
Indies, which I didn't get to Because we're in the news now.
It's not even there. It's not even
Well,
there.
we were going to
Listen,
discuss game out.
Yeah, it is
there.
there. It is there.
That's awesome news. But
I was gonna say, I think all this whole loot thing ended, like, reached its peak after Destiny. After Destiny, I think that was it. It was just like a downhill.
pretty much people aren't accepting it anymore. Even though the game, I
was never into it.
Division 2 is doing well. Like ratings and everything, it's a fun game. It's doing very
That's
well.
a campaign, right?
That's a campaign, yeah.
Online,
But it's in the 8. It got like 80.
Yeah, it got like an 8.5.
It's pretty high on the rating scale.
I
And-
love third-person shooters.
But
It's a
everyone
good
who's playing
campaign.
it, everyone who's playing it, I think it's going to get better with sales because everyone who's playing is liking it. So it'll first day. They go by the first day, but it doesn't do good the first day. They say it's a failure.
I'm
shut off the server.
I'm keeping a close eye on it to see if the campaign is actually worth the purchase of the game because it
Keep a
looks like
close eye until it's $30.
no, seriously, like it will drop. They always drop.
Listen, it's Ubisoft. They're going to drop
Is it
$20
offline?
very soon.
Is
It doesn't
it
go back.
Yeah, there's an offline campaign.
Is it an offline campaign?
It's not an offline campaign. You got to be online.
Oh, you have to be online. Oh, fuck that.
Exactly.
It's still a campaign for one player though.
I can go online,
But you have to be
I have to be
online.
You just
online.
have to be online, whatever.
Oh, that's not a big deal.
But you don't have to interact with people and everything.
Oh, that's cool. I can just be myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does that.
Old school gamers, man.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
News number 2. All right, so Sony has patents out on a wireless VR system. Now, whether or not that's going to become real or not, patents come out all the time, and as you've seen, they don't usually come out. But
For the
this one,
$2,000.
they're thinking about it. Well, listen, this is the thing. The reason why wireless VR hasn't come out yet for at least the PS4 is because it has to have a connection for the power for the screens, and the screens at the resolution they need to be real, like to look good. You can't have that wirelessly and not have it like crap out on you. So either they come out with a new type of system to get it to work, or this patent might be for the new PlayStation that's highest spec that can actually handle something like that. But
You're going to wear a backpack, and it's going to be your battery to
Yeah.
charge them.
That would actually be better.
You're gonna be a Ghostbuster.
That would be a Ghostbuster. That would actually be
Just
better.
to power the
I would
fucking...
co-sign on the Ghostbusters VR though. I ain't going front. I would co-sign on the
I'm surprised they
Ghostbusters.
have
VR.
it. Because you don't have to move. You just got to aim.
That's what I'm saying.
They do
Like,
have it.
Yeah, but the
Ghostbusters
property ain't
VR
hot
on,
right now.
I've seen it. I've seen somebody
You see
testing
nothing.
it online.
You see nothing.
Steam. Fucking somebody was like testing out like a bunch of... It wasn't anything
It's
crazy.
based off the new Ghostbusters movie.
But it was it wasn't anything crazy. It was just like a bunch of like indie games. Like somebody developed some shit. Like
I think we
what
pretty
is it? Developer. What the fuck do they call it, man?
Busters.
he said
When they come out with a prototype of a game, like
Beta.
yeah.
Uh,
Master.
Who's the master?
Boo.
Show enough. All right, let's move on.
Joe.
Actually, I would prefer it with the not a wireless because I like it when he plays scary games and yanks the shit
No,
out.
but listen, if it's wireless, he can walk into a wall.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Actually, if that will happen, I will promote. Yeah,
You can
hell
trip
yeah.
over
let's do
You
it.
know what I would do?
Amazing.
I would like to see.
I think the freedom
There's
would be
no
good.
more
No,
light gun
Light Guns
games
doesn't.
anymore.
Nah.
But
you can with the
just-
VR.
I would like a revision
VR,
of that.
yes.
If they had it in VR, that'd be dope.
With VR,
I'd be down.
they have the gun and all that.
Time Crisis in VR, that'd be
Yeah,
fucking shit,
dog.
man. That'd be
Same
dope.
graphics.
Imagine that shit. House of the Dead.
House of Dead.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that'll work.
Just
That'd
put
be
it on
dope.
an arcade in there, and
I would like
That'll
that.
work. That'll work.
With a gun.
I'd probably throw up though.
so things are looking good for VR. It's actually getting more impressive.
Is it good?
Yeah. So on to the next. So Sonic news. So let's see what happened here. So what was it? SXSW? The
South by
development-
Southwest.
Yeah. That they announced some Sonic games there. So they announced the Sonic Racing.
Mm.
They announced that. They showed actually
Looks good.
customization and stuff like that. It was pretty good.
Is what the sequel of the other?
The other kart racing Sonic
Okay.
game.
Yeah.
Did
Not
they
Sonic
sell?
R. Yeah.
Really?
They do
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah, so
I
That's
still
pretty good.
have trouble understanding why Sonic would need to. get
I
into a
keep
car
going.
anyway.
I keep going through that.
well,
too.
they announced the
He is a
cartoon
car.
to explain that because they announced the cartoon that goes with it, and they're gonna be racing cars in it.
Mm.
It looks good.
It's to make it fair
His
amongst
legs get
everybody
tired.
else. I guess.
His legs get tired.
That's true.
Yeah, his legs get tired. It's
Even
pretty
playing field, man.
good. He has Nikes.
Mario's
Fine.
fast
And I-
too.
yeah, and it's-
in the movie.
And
Yeah.
anytime I hear Sonic, I just keep looking at
The movie poster?
Yeah.
Never happened. Never
I'm
happened.
surprised, I'm surprised they
Never
didn't announce a trailer for this
Never
thing
happened.
because they need to show this thing in
It
motion.
never happened.
No,
It's so creepy.
It's not.
So creepy. Listen, it's not the worst looking thing, but it's just weird because it's not the skinny Sonic.
What if they just never showed a trailer?
That's perfect. Just
That'd be fucking
go right to it. Go
Just go right to the movie. Just go right.
Maybe they should release the movie as a trailer.
Yeah.
They'll make more money off
Yo,
people
just
streaming.
release it online.
Yo, that'd be great.
Just go to straight Netflix. They do fine there. I guarantee you more people will see it.
Yeah, no, they'll make a
Oh no! If it was on Netflix, I'd be the first one watching it.
By
Be a
far.
billionaire.
That would be great.
I'll watch 5 minutes and I'll be like, get this shit off. Get it off.
But they also announced that a new Sonic game was in the works. Like, it's not hard to believe.
Like a Sonic.
Sonic.
Based on the movie. Let me stop.
No, yes.
Stop. No. Now you're jinxing it. Why you gotta jinx it?
Don't play like that.
Listen, now what Sonic looks like Sonic, huh? This is Sonic.
That's not funny.
You play the game.
That's not funny.
In the real world, VR Sonic.
Like Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Stop it. Stop it there.
Whoa.
Stop
Like,
it.
why they do that?
Stop it.
So
Please
bad.
do it. I want to see Green Hill Zone in my backyard. I want it to look real as
Just as a joke, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Green Hill Zone in my backyard.
Anybody up for the task to make this game a reality?
No,
Take
please
that
don't.
image, make a real
Hell
game
yeah.
based on a digitized
Yep.
actual picture of somebody in that suit. Please
No.
do. Please do. Slow as hell.
Indie developers.
Mad slow.
Get on it.
Mad slow.
Get on it.
Slow. Help me, please.
And on to the next piece. So, Switch gone wild. So Nintendo, a game that came out for the Nintendo Switch called Super Real Mahjong got released uncensored. So people,
Oh yeah.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite article.
it originally got delayed because they didn't think it was going to come out the way it's supposed to be. Because in this game, you play Mahjong and you get anime chicks to strip and show their little bits.
No, we can't even show the pictures.
No,
That's how
it's-
bad it is. We
it's
get
no-
flagged right away.
It's not suitable for work, but it's little cartoon things. But so originally this game came out for Saturn way back in the day, and it was uncensored then. So they were like, "Hey, is this gonna come out the same game like this?" When did Saturn come out? It's like it was mid-90s. Like this game,
Nah, it had to
old.
be.
yeah, it was. It was
Late
mid-90s.
90s?
Like it was mid-90s.
What's the point of this game?
It's Mahjong, but still,
What the hell's Mahjong?
You don't know Mahjong?
No, I've never heard that word in my life.
You never heard of Mahjong?
Hell no.
That's
used
a
to have it
popular
on
I've heard of
Genesis.
it. I just don't
That's
know
a
how to
puzzle.
play.
That's like
Little
checkers.
stupid blocks, little white blocks. You had it for Genesis.
You had to match it. You had to match
Shanghai.
like the symbols.
It was like
Shanghai.
a memory game.
Shanghai.
Shanghai. I know. I don't know Mahjong.
It's
Mahjong is what it's called.
Sounds like you're saying Mahjong.
It might as well be for this one. It's
Yeah.
real Mahjong.
You ever play that Mahjong?
So yeah, why would you want to play a stripping Mahjong game? I don't know. But it came out for the Switch and no one knew it came out, I guess, because it was completely nude and they were like, what is this? It got removed from the market.
Dude, that
'Cause
sounds
you know
like
what?
grime
This is the thing.
shit on the low.
This is the reason though.
That's
Because
so
Nintendo's
grimy.
releasing so many games on the Switch that they don't even look at. All these mobile games, all these games, they're like, just
No,
bring
so
out
many.
the games, bring out the games. And they're like, oh wait, this is not Nintendo approved. There's no seal on this. They need to start putting the seal of approval back on these games.
There's so many. There's so many.
Like I don't have a problem if they want to put nudity on whatever. It's whatever. Who cares? But if they don't even notice it and then they get mad because it came out, people bought this.
But nobody said nothing about.
Actually, who bought this?
No, nobody said anything about Mother Russia bleeds with the fucking cocks hanging upside down, flipping in the background in one of them stages. Nobody said nothing about that. Nobody said nothing about that.
Because it's
true.
ultra violent.
That stage is disturbing. One of the
Yeah,
most disturbing stages I've ever seen in the video game.
But that's an M for mature game, though. It's M.
That's
yeah,
true.
It's labeled
rated.
M.
This
This
has
is-
to be rated
this is-
adult.
This is Mahjong. It's like, what the hell?
This would be rated adults only if it came out.
Yo, dude
Yeah.
was on all fours with a chick like.
Don't be spoiling that game. Watch the stream.
Yeah.
we can skip that part. So last but not least, the Atari VCS is delayed. So that was a system that Atari was bringing
Shocker.
out. The next so it was crowdfunded Kickstarter, I believe, or was it Indiegogo?
It's a scam.
It might be Indiegogo.
It's a scam. It's a scam.
It's like everybody's money.
It's not a scam. Listen, they had a fake box that came out before.
How you gonna? What?
And it was playing a computer through the box, and they were lying.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
they explained that it wasn't quite ready yet. They just wanted to show what it was available to do. So it was actually the same specs that it was going to be. The reason why they delayed it was what they say is because they weren't transparent with the
Damage
community.
control.
They weren't transparent with the community that paid for this, so they should have sent them an email first so they know.
Mm.
But It was like, hey, this thing's supposed to be out like right now, right? And they're like, yeah, we paid for this. It should be out right now. Nothing was said. So they said, where is this, Atari? So so the shows, indie shows and stuff came by and nothing showed up. So they said, listen, it's not out. We're delaying this. We're putting a new chip in it. So it's going to be a better graphics chip to actually run it better. And it's going to look more like, just say something more like the Switch as far as...
Just donate more money so we
Yeah.
can get this new chip.
Instead
we
of
can
being,
afford to get...
instead of being something like a Shield.
How much that system gonna be?
It's like, I'm sorry for you
Oh, it
guys.
was mad expensive. It was like $300 something.
That shit's gonna be mad.
For anybody out there who's backing this, man, I'm sorry.
Well, hopefully
I'm
they come out with something.
Just get us this new chip so we can go on vacation. I mean, get this game out.
Listen, y'all heard it was Atari. And what games are you really going to consider for Atari? Come on now. Are they going to say, we're going to bring out Tempest 5000? Whatever.
Yeah.
They better get that Shining Force license.
Yeah.
I'll buy that
Something.
system tomorrow.
I can't think of one exclusive I want to see on Atari that they can make.
Karateka.
Yo, you know what would be real crazy?
Karateka? What did you say?
No, Karateka.
Oh, Karateka? What is
Karateka.
that?
It was like
It's
for-
erotic karate.
it's like for Atari 2600 or whatever. Yo.
Man.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I
Like that
I
game
don't
was
know.
You know
so
what?
weird.
I don't know what they're going to make for this thing.
You know what they're gonna make? A Soldier Boy console.
Oh, man.
That'd
They're
be
gonna
good
drop.
for everything.
They're gonna drop some shit from China.
Oh, man.
Realize you
Just
got
put
your
Atari on
money,
it. They probably make more than what they got. They made $3 million so far off the
I know.
the people.
It's a fucking ripoff.
Wow.
They
So
ripped
hopefully they
everyone
do get a system. I want to see y'all get a system. I don't know what it's gonna be.
It's not gonna be.
You're gonna make more. You're gonna
Oh
make more than what you
my
paid off
God.
the system if you bought this and put it on YouTube.
With
So
the
you can buy
way,
it.
with the way they've revealed
God.
everything so far, it's led me to believe that
They're
this is not gonna. Yeah,
like
whatever product they do release, if they do, it's
Oh,
not gonna be
man.
worth
It's still-
what the freaking. Oh,
It's still supposed to be out soon. Soon.
We'll
That's
see
what
how
I
that
said.
goes.
We'll see if
Yeah,
they
I'm
buy
good on
E3.
that.
Listen, if they don't have anything out by E3, there's gonna be a problem. Not with me though. I didn't buy that.
problem.
I didn't buy that.
so
So
if they did a Jaguar Mini. I'm sorry.
that would have probably been better than this.
Yeah.
No, probably not. But on to our main topic. Speaking of systems, there's something that was announced. Stop making sounds over there.
What? I didn't do
What's
anything.
that? What? That was you?
Somebody was burping or something.
That wasn't me. I swear to God.
That's great. Was me.
No, it's probably good.
Definitely was
It's
me.
a lie.
Damn.
It's rubbing my
I've heard
leg.
that shit too.
So let's move on to the main.
I'm sorry, that's fake. That's fake.
So if you jump straight to the main topic, that's what you start with. So yesterday, if you're watching this live tonight, Google announced their gaming news that everyone was waiting for. So they announced Google Stadia. I like the name. It's actually
Google entered the Stadia.
Getting used to.
It's not
Stadia.
Stadia. It's
Stadia?
I thought it was like a thing off the stadium.
It's new. It's Stadia.
Stadia?
Whatever.
Stadia, whatever.
Whatever. It's cool. I like it. We'll get used to it. Just like when Google came out, I was like, what the hell is a Google?
Well, Dreamcast was weird.
Yeah, all these-
PlayStation was weird when it came out.
I thought PlayStation
was
was
it
a
though?
big machine. That
It
you
sounds
had
like
to
some
step
little kiddie thing. PlayStation, little Fisher Price. You know, it sounds like some bullshit.
I always like the code names better than the actual
Yeah.
names themselves. They're always
Dolphin,
cooler.
come on, man.
Project
That
Cafe.
Dolphin was not.
Oh,
name.
Katana.
Katana was in there.
Katana, I like Katana.
The
What was
Revolution.
that? What was the name? Katana?
Revolution was a
Before it
dope
came
name.
I
out?
think that was
Huh?
Saturn.
Oh,
Revolution.
God.
That was Dreamcast.
Project
no, that
Morpheus.
was
That was Dream.
that was Switch. No,
No,
that was
what?
that was
Nintendo
NX.
64.
No, Revolution was Wii.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
I think that was Wii. yeah.
Scorpion,
Better than
Ultra.
Wii.
Yeah.
Morpheus.
Ultra 64. was
Ultra
All
good.
dope ass
64, yeah.
names, man.
Neo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neo Genesis.
Good names, man.
Nah, I don't know anymore. What you got?
Mr.
You got
Smith.
That was mad late.
Okay, that was late and what, the joke was over.
Yeah.
He tried to,
It was trash.
he tried to throw it and he said, no, has no effect, Kev. Has no effect. Zero effect whatsoever.
So bad.
So back on the topic.
Zero effect.
All we had to say was the name, and we could just go off.
Mm.
So listen, it's but like we said in our last podcast that we believe that this is going to be their streaming service, and it is a streaming service. So what that means is that can, like we said in our other podcast, that this can change gaming forever. Because listen, Google, if any other company did this, like PlayStation now tried something like this, and other companies tried all digital and stuff like that. It didn't pan out for them because they do not have Google's money. Google has endless amounts of money to do this. They have YouTube. They have endless bandwidth to do
Yeah,
this.
they have the infrastructure.
So they know how to handle many people downloading and uploading for content. Like how many times is like
Well,
YouTube's
YouTube-
gone down, like seriously gone down.
YouTube has it's 60 frames per second. When they released that, I was like, holy shit.
Well, they have a lot
I remember
of
they
power.
were talking about it, and I'm like, how the fuck is that going to be possible?
They have 4K.
And then sure enough, they fucking did.
they have
and
8K. They can
streaming.
do 8K right now. Not
Streaming
many
wise,
people do it, and not many monitors can handle it.
no, they
But
have
they
the,
have it available.
Your television will explode.
They have the resources to fucking do that shit. If
So-
anybody can do it, it is them. Yeah.
If anybody can do the streaming infrastructure that the way they have to do it, it's Google. Next up would be Microsoft, maybe. But it's going to be a hard task, especially here in America. The way it's a large area of land. It's not going to be available everywhere. I don't think it's going to be available. It'll be like New York.
It's starting.
Wait, you said next up
New York,
was
Cali.
You said Microsoft next up?
I said Microsoft would they would have a chance
It
at
would be Apple.
having the money
Apple
they
and
have money.
to
Microsoft.
do this. Apple,
Apple and Microsoft.
they're trying to do it.
Microsoft has the money. They just don't have the games.
Well, they're gonna have everything. No. So basically, listen, the next systems that come out, they're gonna be struggling really hard with if this is the way things are gonna be going. Unless they go back to the drawing board and had this idea, because it's obviously been known that they were working on this for a while, and it's not like, oh, what's the streaming thing he's doing? Like, they know that this is happening, so their next systems better have that as their main thing, and like media now is just gonna be all coming from the cloud, basically. Not
Cloud
iCloud, because iCloud is trash.
The power of the cloud, just like Xbox.
Like
is fucking,
Crackdown, like Crackdown 3. Hopefully not that cloud. Microsoft don't have no cloud. It's raining.
Damn. Damn.
So-
It's dark as hell.
More like a hurricane. It's a storm.
He said it's raining constantly.
It's a dark ass
Constantly
cloud.
raining.
We need a bright,
To change the logo to a dark cloud.
dark cloud. Damn. Well, listen, so there's a lot of positives and a lot of negatives that come with something like this. So
Yes.
we're going to talk about what we like and dislike about this. Or what, I mean, we can't dislike it yet. It hasn't happened. But there are
Concepts.
things
From
that
what we've heard, what
we
are our
might
criticisms?
not like about it. So, some positives. Let's talk positive, people.
Yeah.
What's good about this service that we
Powerful
like?
as hell. It's supposed to be powerful. 4K, 8K eventually.
Waiting for it to say.
60
There
frames
it
per
goes.
second.
Oh shit!
There it goes.
Okay.
25
I'm waiting for him to say.
As long as you have 25 megabits per second connection, you're golden. You're golden. 30. With 25 megabits per second is
For
what they
1080, for
recommend.
1080p, they recommend 25.
No, it was what got me too was the co-op with any game, drop in and out.
If it's
If it's
crazy.
made for,
then you can do
made
it
for you.
with different
But
screens,
still, that's dope.
and you just jump in.
It's
And
pretty
you can have
awesome.
So you don't have to worry. You don't have to work
you can
on
have
one
single screen or split screen.
Mhm.
And they had like
Your
5
choice.
players playing split screen.
That's fucking dope.
I like being
That's
able
fun.
to
And what
put-
were they? What was the? They had like an example of like you could be at like one person could be playing, you could be at like a certain part of the game, and the person
could
could
jump in.
right
Just jump
in,
right in.
have
So-
like the same kind of stats and stuff like that, and someone else can jump in.
That's pretty cool, man.
Well, there's a thing that they have. All right, say you're streaming. You can save a point. You can save,
Assassin's Creed.
well, you can save a point that you're at
Mm.
and say, "Hey, can you guys beat this like I did, or whatever?" Like you say, you got
Like a
part,
challenge.
Yeah.
and you say, "Okay, let's see which one of you guys can pass this," and then you can save that spot. They can jump in on that spot and try and pass it.
So if I'm playing Tetris and I'm like, yo, can you get number 7?
and everybody's like, nope.
Get the fuck out of
Nope.
here.
Pause at the very top.
No.
Pause at the very top. You make it out. And say, any of you guys can make it out of here?
Nope. Like a challenge. That's kind of cool, though.
2 seconds. Game
That's
over.
kind of cool, man.
I can answer that in 2 seconds. No. Don't want to try.
Everybody in the chat room like drops out like, get the fuck out of here. Nope, nope, nope.
So the positive is that this thing can evolve in time to be even more powerful. Kind of like a PC.
That's
But
the thing, yeah. It's
yeah.
You'll buy new pieces and you don't have to worry about a system. It can be played on any screen capable
that's
of Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
So your phone, a tablet, a TV, monitor, like whatever it is that's on Wi-Fi, you can play it on, which is pretty cool. And you don't have to worry about graphics anymore because
Yeah.
if your
Right.
system isn't powerful, you're just streaming it from their cloud. So they're supplying the graphics.
Cloud?
Yep.
So it's not using. You gotta look at where. So you don't have to worry about your system being powerful because you can play like we said before, on the Vita, you can play a PS4 game on there. Is the Vita as powerful as a PS4?
No.
But it's streaming that image on there.
And the Switch had only in Japan. They had the streaming of
Resident Evil 4
Resident Evil 4.
and Assassin's Creed.
I see.
Yeah.
They always like to they like to put Assassin's Creed on for their test.
They love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is about
Why
that
is
game.
it?
I think it's because it doesn't load.
Ubisoft loves this
Does it load?
Because
game,
it's
though.
giant and it looks
Assassin's Creed
good.
load. Are there load points? Obviously, when you get up on top of the building, right?
No,
They're
when
fake loads.
it loads when you first start the game, but after that, no.
So like God of War,
It's pretty much
Right.
continuous.
it just loads in, and yeah. So
Yeah, when you start the game, it takes a minute, but like
Then it never does.
Yeah, it doesn't really. I don't remember any big loading times after that.
Wow.
yeah, so that's probably why they pick it because it's just going to stream complete. But they did that test with Assassin's Creed, and it was a success. But like,
Odyssey, right?
but it depends. It really depends on how good your internet connection is.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, so I'll get to my thoughts on the whole thing, but some more positive. So what else do you guys think that's positive about this thing?
I love the convenience of being able to play something right on your TV with a controller without having a box.
Well, you can use any controller.
Any controller, yeah, the compatibility of having a controller. That's intriguing.
There is a Google controller they showed off, and people did say that it was actually good. It felt good to hold.
They said that you could use other ones, right?
Yes,
Like
but
other
this
ones.
one has Wi-Fi built in.
So,
So-
it's just a button or some shit, right?
It's going to shoot directly to their servers from the controller.
That's awesome.
So
That's
it's going to
dope.
help play the game better. But if you didn't and you had your own
So you could use
PC and stuff like that, you can use it in Ethernet connection or whatever.
Mm.
You can use your own controllers if you like a certain controller.
That's pretty cool, man.
So as far as these systems coming out with their games and their controllers and everything, they're going to shut them down. Like it's going to be a different world.
Yeah.
Like everybody coming out
When is this coming out though? When they
This
said
year.
This year.
This
year.
2019, really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes. So these new systems, like I remember when I said Nintendo can come out with a system and only bring out 9 games. That might be what the world of gaming is like for home systems like that. Because
Mhm.
the thing that's going to make this or break this is if the games are going to be compatible for it.
Yeah.
Like third-party companies are going to be like, yeah, hell yeah, just put us on there. We're going to make money. How much money can we make? If they can make way more money than actually producing these games for the systems, that's where they'll go.
Yeah, when you're backed
But-
by Google, you're winning. Period.
But Steam, what's going to happen with Steam? What's
Right.
going to be happening with Epic?
Remember that Steam.
You know, sure that joke's coming.
Get ready for
Epic. What's the joke for Epic? Not Epic.
Epic
Oh.
Times behind them.
Yikes.
There you go.
Epic Times
What
behind
about
them.
EA? What about EA store? You got
It's like forced. It's like forced bad.
Did you think
I'm
it
so
was for
tired
EA?
of it.
No, nothing. Okay, so those stores
They're
are
gonna
going to be
go with
against
DEA. Dead on arrival.
Dude,
You
you
said
done? Are you done? Are you
You
done?
didn't even see Dave.
So anyway.
you didn't even say DOA. You
I
said
give you credit for trying. I give you
DEA.
credit for trying.
DEAD.
This guy's talking about the drug
All right,
enforcement
man.
agency.
They're gonna join the DEA.
It's gonna-
DEAD.
Stop talking. Stop talking. Stop talking.
You could have added D at the beginning and end, and then what you got?
Jesus
Would have been
Christ.
better. But
I think I still.
All right.
terrible. So those companies are not going to be down with this. I don't care how much they make, unless it's going to eclipse what they're doing. But Steam makes beyond enough money. Like they're not going to want to join this thing. But the companies on there, if it's worth it for them, they'll jump on and leave Steam, and then they're going to be out cold. But none of these games. The cool thing about it is you don't have to load these games. You hit the button, you're in the game.
That's
It's
crazy.
insane. Like you buy the game, you say, "Hey, I want this game." Okay, boom, I'm in the game.
And
I don't
no
have
more
to load it. I
install
don't have to go to the
times,
store.
You can watch a
Trailer
trailer for
installing, right?
No more installing. So
you can watch a
Positive.
trailer for the game and then play it literally
Jump into
right
the
there.
trailer.
You can just jump into the game, yeah. You can
Imagine
literally
playing the
jump in like,
trailer.
oh, this looks cool.
that'll
Start
be the
playing
demo.
it.
That'll be the demo. You want to actually play the trailer?
Yeah.
And do you
fucking cool.
want to play the trailer?
It's not out yet, but do you want to jump into the trailer? Let us know. So positive there is that. But what else? So it doesn't bottleneck. Like I said, there's no graphics engine in this stuff, so it can't overpower your system. It's just streaming. So it just comes down the internet. Integration with Google Assistant and YouTube. So like I said, you can say, hey, how do you get past this part? It'll jump into YouTube, it'll go to the part that you're on, and it'll show you exactly how to get past it. If you're stuck on something and you don't want to waste an hour going through looking for that specific thing, type in the name, find out where you're at, and then scrub through and try and find out if the person's talking over it or not,
Cheaters.
and then all that stuff. So you can jump in and find out where you're at if you need that stuff.
That's like today's gamer. They can't.
If
figure
you
things
need to
out.
jump in there, it makes it easier to jump in there.
It's not a
And with
positive.
Google Assistant, you can talk in, but they have the whole infrastructure with YouTube. Will you stop? You have the whole integration with YouTube. So, what does this mean for Twitch also? Because if YouTube is integrated into your entire gaming life, and they say, peace out, to Twitch,
Twitch is gonna be
then
gone.
YouTube gaming is going to get that boost that they always wanted.
Well, YouTube has streaming. They
No,
got
they've
into the
been
game.
doing it,
They
but they're
got into
going
the
to
game after
be-
Twitch, but yeah,
They're going to be the whole.
they're gonna
destination.
dominate the whole thing.
So they're gonna put a monopoly on it.
They can.
They could.
That's
They're
gonna be
trying.
so
They're
weird.
trying.
That's in my negatives. We'll get to that. We'll put my positives.
Yeah.
It's all love right now.
It's all over.
So, like I said, you can instantly jump in the game. So if I'm watching you and say, "Hey, that game was dope," let me jump in. Boom, I'm in the game while you're
I don't want you to get in that game.
You don't have to. You can say, I don't want anybody to jump into the game. But if you have it open, your people who are chatting with you on your stream, you can be like, hey, let me jump in that game. So if they're talking junk, you say, all right, come find me. They'll find you. And they can jump in and play you right then. As they're talking
You can find algae in Tetris.
You'd be like, yo, I'm going to jump in your game of Tetris right when you're at the top.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
No, you can't find him.
That's a negative. That's a
They
negative.
can't find him.
That's a
in Tetris.
negative.
Nah, y'all can't see him.
They can't find him.
That's a
They're
negative.
They're looking up like
They'll be watching though. I had some viewers. I had some viewers. I had some spectators.
Yeah.
That's all you'll
I had
have.
some
Al.
spectators watching.
No
me.
challenges, just spectators.
They were all watching in awe. They were like, "Holy shit, this guy's still going." I saw a guy drop out, came back like an hour later, and he was like, "Oh shit!"
There we go.
Like during the
He's
season.
still playing. Damn.
Yep.
But yeah,
But also, what's the last one? It's going to be a Netflix for games. So basically, any game you want, depending on if it's on the system or not, or on the cloud or not, you can jump in, and all your games are everywhere, anywhere you go. So if you have your phone, you say, hey, I want to just check it out. I have a controller. I want to play on that. If you want to, your whole collection is with you. Anywhere
At
you
all
go.
times. That's crazy.
Anywhere.
That's
Yeah.
a beautiful
So you
thing.
can go on a trip. Like, yeah, it's boring as hell. Doctor's office, boring as hell. Maybe I can do something. And boom, you're in there anywhere you are.
It's freaky. And when you talk about it like
Yeah.
that, it's very freaky.
It's the
Yeah,
future,
it
and we
really-
saw
it
it.
really-
We
it really
see it.
is
If it works the
freaky.
way they say it, we saw it, and it's weird because 20 years ago you never.
That
think
what
this.
you just said right
Ever.
there.
that's a negative.
If
too.
If it works,
works.
yeah. So now we can get into the negative.
Yeah. It sounds so
Yeah.
Mm.
Here's a
good
scenario
that I'm like, there's always something.
where you just said,
There's always a-
where you just said just now.
Oh, that's not some negative.
There's a scenario that I just thought of it just now.
Okay.
And like, you can play anybody, you can have your whole library, everything is working great. But what happens if you fucking can't log in? You're screwed.
Yeah.
Then you lost everything, or somebody had like
The hacking, like that that stuff.
that's
It's
it.
bothers
Then
me.
your whole thing is gone.
Well, I mean, like I said, they've been doing this for a while. It's been out for a while. It hasn't been a massive occurrence. Like, I mean, yeah, Xbox Live goes out a week or a day. People go crazy. They go crazy.
Right.
I'm like, it went out,
It goes out for
but people went crazy that day.
it goes out for like 2 hours, and
Well,
it's like, oh,
Today's gamer is
It has
online
gone out.
gamer.
It has gone out for Christmas. That's bad.
Yeah.
People get a new system, they try and get on. Like,
Yeah.
I can't play my
That's
system
not good.
for a whole day or two. That's bad.
Yeah.
So it does happen.
But that was an attack. That wasn't like
It's
a
an
legit,
attack, yeah.
That was
But
a legit attack.
like I said, how many times has Google gone down for a long time? Like they know their stuff.
They are pretty good with security.
People will come after them. They will come after them.
Yeah, hackers
they
will come
will.
after just to see if they
But
can do it.
They're
there's
a
gonna
target.
be people that are like that'll use like social engiering that'll
Mhm.
fucking trick you into giving them like
No,
they're information.
Yeah.
They'll be playing with you and be like, oh yeah, oh what's your what high school do you go to, man? And then like those are the fucking security questions.
They'll steal your stuff.
They'll steal all your information.
They'll steal your games like in Fantasy Star Online.
What?
Wait, how
Wait,
did that?
Nah, they used to
what
steal.
happened?
They used to steal weapons and stuff.
I remember that shit.
Wait, what?
They swipe you and they take all your stuff. It was a hack.
Dude,
So imagine if
I
they
teamed
took all
up with
your-
like 3 other dudes. We were like on some mission, and I fucking died for no reason. You can't even attack each other. I just
No.
died. It said, "Would you like to go back to Pioneer 1, which is basically the main town?" I said, "No, because I'm gonna lose all my shit."
Yep.
And I was
hacked
forced. No one revived me. Them motherfuckers were gone. I went back to Pioneer 1. Every single secret shit that I found was gone.
Yo, they
I said,
raided your shit.
Fuck online.
So that could happen.
You
What-
scumbag
that could
piece
happen.
of shit. And
That
it
could happen.
will happen.
Yeah.
Won't happen to me. But so listen, okay, so having all your games at all times means what? It means that it's a service, right? So they're not going to charge you for these. I guarantee you, it will not cost you $50 to $60 a game. It will cost you monthly.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
So this
Netflix.
is going to be a Netflix service.
Nah, it's
Now-
gonna be way more than Netflix.
Well, how much is it going to cost you? So is
That's
it
what-
going to be $20 a month, or is
that's
it
the
going to be
question.
more than $20 a month? Do
That's
they
the
want
question.
everyone to do this
I'd say it'd be like $120, maybe
a month?
No, sorry, $120 a year, maybe $150 a year.
I can see it being
I would say that.
$100 a year,
Yeah.
maybe.
Mhm.
If they do $20 a month,
What if they did
because you get all games,
yeah.
every game.
Mhm.
So there's no $60 here, $60, $60. So if you spend $10, you buy 10 games a year.
Mhm.
It's chump change for you. $20 a month ain't nothing.
That's
So
true.
I
There's
can
something
see it
about
happen.
that I don't like.
No,
Mhm.
but see, listen. How many people do they have on Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus that pay monthly? I paid that for at least 9 years now,
Mhm.
and it's been $60 a year.
Mhm.
I mean, granted, it's not $20 a month, but they don't give me access to every game I would ever want. So being on a structured payment thing like that, it's possible. I see that happening as the future, but these companies and these stores selling these games, they're done.
To me,
Yeah,
to me,
that's
to me,
besides the point.
it feels like rentals still. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
gonna
Right.
be.
It's
And
gonna
then
be-
I don't like
Absolutely,
that
'cause
shit.
Well, what's gonna
You're
happen?
never gonna get a physical copy.
What's
Yeah, I
gonna
don't like
happen?
that.
What's gonna happen is the physical copies, the prices of those are gonna go up. They're
Yeah.
gonna skyrocket
But
because they're not making them
the
anymore.
way
so
people play games,
the value of them is gonna go up.
they play it for a month here, month there, month. They play it 5 months, whatever. Next game comes out, that game is gone. They don't care about that game and never go back to it. If you do, you have access to it anyway. So holding
but-
it and having, I mean, obviously, yes, people like media, but the way that this is happening,
Yeah, but
that's
the thing,
done.
The problem with it now we're in the negative. So the problem
Yeah.
with that is just like Netflix, they don't have every
It
fucking
can
movie.
disappear. No, I know.
Netflix doesn't have every movie that comes out.
It depends on.
So they're not
the
gonna have
licenses.
every game that comes out.
But the
No.
thing,
They're gonna only have support from certain developers and certain publishers.
Nintendo
that,
ain't gonna be on there.
but you know
Exactly.
what's
So
messed up though? The
it's-
messed up thing
it's-
about it takes away the organic feel of video games because it's like, all right, everyone has their own lives, they're doing whatever. You know, sometimes you just don't have time to play games and stuff like that. But like, if you want to play a certain game at a certain time, and then it's just like, all right, I'm gonna eventually go back to that. Oh, here goes a new game, and it's just like.
The world is going to change.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm saying like that's a negative to me.
Yeah.
Like regardless
Right.
if it's the future or whatever, to me that's a huge negative because
Listen,
the point of playing games is to enjoy the game, to get as much as you can from the game, especially like if it's a open world, like a 40-hour plus or whatever, like a game like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right? 40 hours plus or whatever, or Zelda, perfect example. And you need to get the full experience of the game, you need a lot of time. And a lot of people don't have that much time, but and if it turns into like a service, like watching a show every now and then, it kind of cheapifies the actual work of the video game and it just kind of like whores it out in a sense. And I don't like that.
If you're playing a game like that,
Yeah.
nothing's stopping you from just continuing to play that game.
Mm.
They're not going to be like, oh, I have to get into this community-based driven game while everyone is hot on it. Because you're not going to be playing Destiny or a game like Destiny.
Yeah.
You're going to be playing the Zelda. And that game, obviously, there'll be a huge community there because those are fan favorites by far. Depending on how they make that game and how it works with the community,
Right.
you'll stick with that. And there'll be people in there for years
Yeah.
and never play another game.
Right.
If you want to. But if you want to play for a month, beat it and jump to your next game. And you don't have to sell these games back. Like some people sell their games. It's not theirs anyway. They're just renting them.
Yeah.
So what you're doing, you're renting a game for $60. And then you get another game for $60. And you get another game for $60. You're renting them anyway. If you're buying it like that. So it is a certain way to look at it. But I mean, I understand what you're saying. If you want to jump onto everything new and you can forget about your other games.
Are they keeping all
these?
these games on the servers, or are they going to rotate them? That's another
No, I
question.
don't think they'll rotate them. So it depends on licensing. It depends
Well,
on how
that's
it's
the thing.
going.
What if they lose? What if they only have the licensing for a couple of years, and then after that shit's up, they don't have
I'm
the license
thinking,
no
like,
more?
It's possible.
Like
Then
for
you fucking
example,
have the game, and it's
for example, I'm glad you brought it because
You
like
know?
let's just say they come
Camera
out with
just fell down.
No one cares.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay.
That's all right.
that camera did
But
what the hell's that?
They can't see it.
Like
Don't
like
worry.
for example, all right, let's say I play NBA 2K20, right?
Right.
I'm obsessed with it. Best NBA game. They come out with 21. Don't like it. I like 2K20.
Will they keep the old one?
Yeah,
Right.
After 2-3 years,
Right.
you get rid of it.
It's a negative.
So it's like when I buy a game, I own it. I could play it. Any Batman, I could bust out Arkham Asylum right now.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't have that feel of owning a game, to me, that's like I'm not about that. I want to own the game and bust it out anytime I want. Sports games have a shelf life, obviously. Wrestling games, 2K18 had RVD. 2K19 didn't have RVD. Now, if I have the streaming service, I'm a huge RVD fan. I will not touch another wrestling game unless it has RVD. And he doesn't.
They'll create them.
Well,
No, I'm saying like there's things like that, especially for sports games.
Yeah.
That kind of like it cheapifies it, and like
Actually-
and role playing games too.
And indie games too.
Yeah,
like,
role-playing
remember
shit.
Xbox Live? They had there's a bunch of games on Xbox Live They took them off the servers.
Yeah.
Nobody can buy them now.
That-
You can't even get them.
Simpsons.
I'm lucky that what was it, Raystorm for the
Mhm.
for the 360. I
Yeah.
never got around to buying it. And
It's because
then
you lazy.
I never got around to buying it. You got it, and I was
Yeah.
like,
It was
shit,
great.
I want to. This fucking game is cool, man.
That's great.
Never got it. I can't get it.
Licensing issues.
I can
are a
never get
problem.
it now.
Like it reminds me of
licensing is
when
a-
you sorry to cut you off.
No.
When you got that DLC for like Marvel, whatever, you
Marvel
got Hulk,
Ultimate Life.
Venom, or whatever,
Oh,
and that
Ultimate
shit
Life?
expired.
Yeah.
Didn't it go away?
My
that is
save got
trash.
corrupted, and I can no longer use the characters anymore. So I tried to go back online to download the characters I already
And you
paid
can't,
for,
'cause they're
and
gone.
I couldn't because the license expired.
That's not.
And they got him for $40 more.
So
That is fucked.
I had to buy the gold edition of the game disc that had the characters on it in order to play with it.
That's what I don't like.
That's
If I'm
crazy.
taking my hard-earned money, I want what I pay for. Like that's
Whenever you want to play.
yeah. Whenever I want to play it, if I want to bust out Double Dragon 2, I want to play Double Dragon 2. You know, if this shit is like, oh no, it's not on the server anymore.
Double
What does that
Dragon
mean?
5 will be there.
Like you know,
Yeah.
you know how much I love Shining Force 3. If
Yeah.
that's on a server and you get rid of it because it's old, fuck you. That's my favorite game all time. You gonna get rid of it? I will go to Google and like, come on, man.
Another negative though.
Yeah.
Another negative would be they can't hack it. They can't change the language. They can't do anything because it's on their cloud.
Right.
You can't jump in there and do any modifications. So it's what they want
Mhm.
the whole time. So
I mean,
on
as a
PC
renting service, it's perfect.
But on PC
Like-
though, if you buy the game on PC, they can change clothes. They can
Yeah,
change
there's mods you can buy too.
They can do mods for days and change everything. So
Yeah,
that world will be different.
Mm.
But like I said, it depends on if these companies are actually going to give their games to them. And
Yeah.
if they do, I mean, it's Google. They'll be throwing money. They'll be throwing money because this is big money. Because they were like, if Google's doing this, Google drops a lot of services, and
Mhm.
let's say they won't drop this in a year.
Yeah, they drop a
It's-
lot of shit.
They're not going to drop something making as much money as this gaming service.
hell
no.
If
Like
it
this
does.
is not an app. It's going to make money. If they can get
If
it
it
working,
does,
listen,
if they
if
get
it
it-
doesn't work, they'll drop it. Who cares?
Yeah.
But
If
they
it
do
doesn't
that.
work,
They do that with everything.
No, what I'm saying,
Google Plus.
that didn't work. That didn't work. No,
think
if they're
of all
not,
the
listen, if
service-
they're
it's
not
like a
making money,
Fucking
look,
long ass list.
if they're
of
not
shit.
making money, they'll get rid of it. No
Yeah,
one's,
yeah,
no one's
yeah.
gonna
And
keep
they'll
something
wait
that's not.
a bit and try again.
Right.
So if this is making them money, hand over fist, they're not stopping this ever. Like you see YouTube stopping? No, it's making them money
Yeah.
constantly. So they're not gonna stop this. This is gonna be their YouTube gaming, actual YouTube that you can play. You
Yeah.
can play YouTube soon. So it's ridiculous. People watch games all day. They're gonna play the games they watch. Ridiculous.
So it's
So-
like,
With the
But
people.
another negative though, you need great internet. Like I said, if you don't have the great, listen, if you're playing, so say you had great internet, everybody comes home from work, you're in the middle of playing. Say I'm just using Tetris as an example because you got to be on point on that the whole time.
Yeah, no. I
Say
can't.
you're on there 2 hours in, you're like, oh damn, I can't believe I'm doing the score. Everyone comes home, turns on Netflix, and you take a second bump.
All it takes. That's
in
all
your
it takes.
game.
All it
you're
takes.
wrong.
Because everybody jumped on at the same time.
You're
your
wrong.
internet bandwidth takes a little jump in your game for a
Man.
second. You ruined your 2 hours straight.
Yeah, man.
And that was your best run ever.
That's a monster negative to
You
me.
would never pay for this service
Nah,
again.
I would throw.
And the probability of
No.
that happening is huge.
It's
That's
possible.
huge.
Unless, listen, this is how it is.
Mm.
The way the internet is right now, I can see it happening.
Yeah.
They have to change the whole
Well,
infrastructure.
they are working on that though.
I know.
Yeah,
That's,
that's
what I'm
what
saying.
they
If
are
the future
working on.
brings that type of internet,
The future internet
That-
is faster.
they
than,
have to have so.
5G. Sorry.
That's
Yeah,
not,
man,
that's
it's not even.
I know.
That's not even.
So listen, remember when they had
Oh, God.
CDs? Remember we're taking this way back when they had CDs. Remember that? And they had the buffering system
So
where
long
if you
ago.
shook it,
yeah.
it
Yeah.
wouldn't actually shake it.
Anti-skip.
Yeah, and he skipped. But if you shook it, it wouldn't skip because it was already playing ahead of it, right?
Mhm.
If they did that with the internet, where if it jumped, it would come back in time without messing up your internet.
So you don't
before
notice
that,
it.
unless it chops off completely. But yeah, they'd have to come out with some type of anti-skip service on there, so it wouldn't mess up your game if it has a dip.
It's too much for me.
Well, to get the 60 frames.
That's just.
But
That's
if they
too
get
many
that
tips.
working, I'm
Yeah.
saying if they get that infrastructure working, because they're not going to come out on this
It's gotta
on
be flawless.
Verizon.
It's gotta be
It's
They're
flawless.
not going to come out
Yeah.
on Fios. They're not going to come out. They're going to
Can
have
you-
to make their own.
You know how mad we get when we play Smash Bros. Online and there's a skip and I'm losing to some scrub.
Because our internet ain't
Same
that-
thing happens to me in
that's
Dragon Ball. Like I have a Fios connection and it's
Mhm.
dope. But sometimes when I'm playing Dragon Ball, like I'll be fighting a dude and I can read him, and then all of a sudden he starts winning because the game starts skipping, and I'm
It
like,
takes half a second.
Yep.
yeah,
So
Not
that
even.
can't
Not
happen.
even.
and
so that
then he
can't
one
happen.
shots two of my
Frustrating.
characters. I'm like, really?
But
Yeah.
they've been testing this, so they obviously
Yeah,
think it's
yeah.
good enough to come out. Obviously, it wouldn't come out if it was skipping everywhere.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be like Smash Brothers
Well, like I was saying before, no, like I said before, they were able to get YouTube working, like streaming and fucking like.
I mean,
Very,
sometimes
very-
that should be buffering.
No, it does.
Like I said,
Well, yeah, it does. It
Depends on
does.
your internet.
But it depends on
It's
your
fine,
internet.
though. If your internet is fine, YouTube is fine.
Right.
But another one is live games may take over. So all these games that we don't really play and the single player games and stuff, that might be gone because it might not be worth it to make those games for that platform.
Nah, chill.
Yeah, that's a big negative, right?
I don't know.
So they're gonna do those collectathon fucking shooters. They're gonna come out.
Going to be all of the game.
No.
Like, that might be the only game for this platform.
No
So
more
they
Collectathon shooters.
So
All
they'll
Fortnite.
Need, so
All day.
No more Spider-Man.
Pause.
So they'll
Nah.
need to have
No more God of War?
PlayStation.
Mhm.
Pause.
So
Yeah.
they'll need to still have Nintendo. They'll still need to have Sony. They'll still need to have Microsoft. If that's the case. Because then they can have their service. I'm not going to jump on it. But
Nah.
I'm sure a lot of people are. But I won't be jumping on it.
Mhm.
But if that's the case, we still need our main systems.
Hell yeah.
If it's not the case, then those systems are all gone.
Well, going off of your negative that you said before about having a strong internet, I see this. I see its potential to replace home consoles, like an Xbox or a PS4. But how is mobile really gonna work? Like if it goes, say it goes, you can access
You
some
wouldn't
of
really
your
be
games.
looking for your phone. You have to have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
cellular.
cellular network is not going to be able to hold a 4K 60 frame game.
You play it in
So-
280.
so-
it's fine.
No, but it
Something
would-
like the Switch is still going to be viable in
Well,
that world.
You watch YouTube on your phone, right? You ever
Well, I
watch it on your
can.
phone?
Yeah, I have.
You can,
it.
right?
It's a
Yeah.
different-
So what
experience.
happens is it actually downgrades according to whatever service you have. So
It's
Yeah.
a different experience.
if
So
you
it's
have a
gonna look like
lower
trash.
service, it's gonna do it automatically. Your phone does it
Yeah.
right from there.
So they're
from
going
the
to have
start.
that infrastructure. in
Google
there.
goes, all right, this guy has a slower service, so we're gonna lower down the quality of the,
Plus,
of
it's
the
on a
video.
small screen. It can be
And they-
280.
And they do it just so that it doesn't, so you don't have to wait for it to load. It does it like that automatically.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
I
how
don't
they-
want to see
but
less
that's-
than my
but
720.
it's a negative
You know,
because-
it's like if
No,
it's-
but it's a negative because
it's-
that's what's gonna
it's
happen
going
to
to
your
look
game.
shitty. You'll play it. but
However, though, if it's 720 and you have a fucking screen this big, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I have two more. I have two
if
more.
you
won't
can
matter.
get it 720,
I
it's 60 frames.
I have two more
It's the thing.
But it won't matter.
Yeah, two more
I have two more negatives, so we can
Yeah.
get through this. It could be a monopoly. So the way the internet.
Yeah.
What is this?
What is these sounds
Dude,
coming
man,
from
Unless
you?
it's my
You.
beard, unless it's my beard rubbing against my mic.
No,
This
it is
guy
definitely
perfect.
him.
I just saw him burp.
He's like,
I saw his face when he did it.
That is not your beard.
See it throwing the blade?
Kev, man,
Oh, you gotta be careful.
you gotta stop doing that shit, man.
Fucking disgusting.
Jesus.
What I was talking about the internet, right?
Uh,
If Google comes out with their own fiber network, they say, all right, we are the best internet.
Mhm.
You don't need Optimum. You don't need, Fios or anything. You have to get Google internet. So in order to run this stuff the way they want you to. So
Yeah.
they jump into everywhere. Google's everywhere. They charge you $300 a month. So that's the only way you're going to get the service. They can charge whatever they want if it's a monopoly, because nothing else is going to compare to it if you want to use this system.
They're gonna
If
be
it-
the
if it
Disney of
works-
video games.
But
So
if it
that's
works
what
the
it's
way
gonna
they,
That's what it's going to be.
Well.
So, but listen, all right, what if they threw this in as part of the infrastructure? Like if they say, okay, you're getting that, you're getting this for free. If you're paying $150 a month,
You're not
you
getting
get
anything
cable.
for free.
No, not free. Listen. $150, you get the whole game service and you get your cable.
you know what though?
oh,
A
the
year?
cable also. 100
No,
something.
monthly.
No,
That's what they pay monthly.
150.
You know what? I
is what
believe
you pay
that.
anyway.
You know what?
People are charging Fios $380 a month.
I believe that. I believe that because there's no more net neutrality.
Well, I'm saying though,
And that's the reason why. Is that since they fucking got rid of that
Yep.
and they voted that shit down.
Thanks, Trump.
They
Here we
voted that
go.
shit down.
Here we go again.
So, like I said, they can charge.
That wasn't him.
They might be able to charge you whatever they want for this service. But if they do give it in free and it's a deal, then that's going to give them even more power to get the Trojan horse into your home. And then next month they'll be like, it's going up, folks. That's the only way you're going to enjoy your life the way you
Like
do
YouTube
now.
TV.
So let me get on. So what was it? So they said there's a mic, and you can talk about your disdain for mics listening in on your world. Hey, my phone is doing it. Like I said, my
I didn't
phone
like
is doing it all the time. So Google
But
Assistant.
nothing goes on in your world.
No.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, your phone.
That's
Your,
rude.
here's the difference, though. Your phone.
They tell you.
Your phone does do it.
They tell you that.
However, huh?
They tell you that. Listen, there's a
No,
hot
no.
word. There's a hot word for all mics.
every phone has the developer options that you can get into. Well, every Android phone.
So. They say so. Yeah. But I'm saying Google Assistant in every controller for the Google controller.
You can turn it off.
Tell it. Well, I'm saying that's why you can tell it stuff, and obviously they're gonna have a turn off on it. It's not gonna be listening.
Hopefully,
if you don't want it to listen. If they'll say it. Listen, they'll say that it's off, and you'll be fine with that. Whatever. But people are like, "Oh, it's creepy," but what else to us?
Well, nobody's really saying that. I just brought that as a.
People are saying it.
I brought that. I didn't know if anybody was saying it, but
I know people who will not get the Google Assistant because they think it's listening in on them. And
same with Alexa.
Possibly, yeah,
I don't like that shit either.
And Alexa, but so what? Stop doing stuff. Stop doing terrorist acts. Stop kidnapping. Don't do that.
No, man.
Skynet is live. Yo.
It's fucking creepy, man.
Skynet is live.
Yo, I was talking about dog food. I don't own a dog. And next thing you know, with a coworker, I was talking about dog food.
Popped up on your phone, right?
That shit came up on my phone.
You
Advertisements for fucking dog food. I'm like,
You were
I
talking
don't even
about
have a
it.
dog. That shit just popped up on my phone. I'm like,
Take your phone.
like
throw it
yo,
the
what the
away.
fuck is this?
Why are you lying to yourself then? You wanted
The
dog
fuck,
food?
man? It's not even my dog. I'm not even talking about my. I'm like,
It's like you're not a person. Like the fuck.
You can turn off ads like that.
yeah.
But yeah, that's another thing.
That shit's annoying.
As a negative. I mean, it's a positive the way it integrates with everything, but it's a negative because of
How annoying it
people
can be.
being
Well,
insecure about it.
Google knows everything about everyone.
Exactly. Google knows everything. You want the Google
all your darkest secrets, everything.
You want a Google video game system? They're gonna know who you are.
They know how to
They're gonna
market
give
to
you every
you.
type of game that you want.
Yep.
But yeah. So the new systems will primarily be exclusives only. So that's another negative. Other systems won't come out. So Call of Duty and stuff like that, that'll probably be on this service. And they're probably it'll probably only be exclusives on the systems. So God of War, Spider-Man, whatever came out solely for the system is probably going to be all that comes out for the system, which is fine if you don't worry about third parties that much.
Yeah.
But something like Devil May Cry and stuff, if it's not exclusive, it might not be on those systems because they might only come out with those and come out 5 games a year. However it be, that's what it might be. But we'll see.
Interesting.
How many
The
systems
future
you
is
gotta
now.
be happy?
The future is now.
What if
the
Google
future is
starts
soon.
buying? You know how like they buy movie studios and shit.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
What if they buy
They're going to.
development studios and shit?
They're gonna. They're going to.
Well, they're already having their
Ubisoft
they got
is
the first,
in there.
They got the first
Shit.
studio, first person,
Doom.
first party studio.
Doom's
already.
coming out solely for it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
So it's happening.
I'm not ready for this.
That was
They're
a
gonna
good.
have to be.
As long as it doesn't mess up my shit, I don't care.
I think it's interesting. I think it'll be interesting.
It is
If
interesting.
this works out, it'll change everything.
How much
we
is
feel
the
about
controller
Chuck, you
going
ever
to
fuck
cost?
with
What's the
Doom?
controller predictions?
Yeah,
for
when
the
it's like the
controller
old
cost?
one.
No, the new one.
69?
I haven't played the new one.
Probably 69.
69.
Man, that shit's good.
I mean, y'all having a
You
conversation
fucking
by
waste.
yourself. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. You're talking about this thing right here.
No, you said Doom before. You said Doom, so I asked Chuck if he
did.
played Doom,
Did.
and he said, "Nah, I haven't
You
played the new
both
one." I
played
said,
Doom?
"Yo,
I'm talking to people here.
gotta get on it. Gotta get on."
Ask
Sorry.
them if they play Doom. All right, y'all play Doom.
A lot of people play that shit.
Are y'all gonna play this system? Does it pique your interest?
You mean
Are
the
you gonna-
service?
Wait, yeah, it's not a system.
It's a service.
Yeah.
They might have a box. Who knows?
Ain't gonna be no
I don't.
box. I ain't
It's
gonna
not
be
out yet.
It's a controller.
It's like a Roku.
It's a controller.
It's gonna be a Roku.
Like a-
I like the idea that you can have a Google Chrome. So you stick a Google Chrome right in the
A
TV.
Google?
A-
Yes.
a-
Like the Google. What is that?
Listen, they said it works with any Chrome. So on your system, on your phone, on your TV, whatever. Chrome browser works in
Comb your hair with a
You said a Google comb.
People didn't like the fact that it works with Google Chrome.
Yeah, I like that. I got a Google Chrome and I got
So-
2 TVs that have built-in
Chromecast.
Chromecast.
Does the Shield
so
TV work with that?
Chromecast, yeah.
Go with that shit.
Yeah.
Shield TV.
I'm simple. I'm extremely simple.
We'll see
That's
what
all I
happens
want
when,
in my
this pri-
games.
when the price is announced. And
I'm interested, definitely. I mean,
There's a lot of cool things about it. I'm not gonna front.
Everyone who's interested in the game is going to be interested in the system.
Yeah.
It's not a slouch. It's not like
No.
Atari VC.
But
It's not that.
if this was the main
No.
way to gain and everything else is dead, I'll be very upset.
Even
Yeah,
Google
yeah,
said
But
it's
listen,
like,
it's not gonna go-
Insanely upset.
Even if it was though, it's
It has
not
to
going to change.
coexist with.
It's not going to change what we like about gaming to
Yeah.
the extent where it doesn't exist.
It has to
Well,
coexist with.
I just don't want the stuff that I like to play to go away after a certain amount.
No, I don't think
But
it will.
listen. The fact that AAA games took over the industry
Mhm.
didn't really hurt indies. It helped indies. So
Mhm.
we'll see what it actually does. Because I would have been like, oh, I'm never going to play a cool indie game ever again by 2 people.
You'll always have the Switch.
You can.
You always have the Switch.
We will not always have.
You'll always have
I hope you
the
drop your Switch.
Nintendo.
Damn.
You'll always have the
So
Switch.
Damn.
Just scratch it. I want you to break the screen. Just scratch it up a little.
Just scratch.
I have a screen protector. Ain't gonna happen. Yeah.
Hey, if I scratch
Yeah,
my, I
remember
play it
when
on the TV, so I don't really care. I play it on TV. I'll mess with that handheld shit.
So let us know what you think about this Google Stadia.
Stadia.
I know that.
Sativa.
Nah, it's one of those.
Google Sativa. If it was called Sativa, I'd be like, what?
It's brand new. You don't know the name just quite yet how to pronounce it. It's fine.
Nah, you gotta
Tell us how you pronounce it.
Tell us what you think in the comments below, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for checking out the Level 857 Video Game Podcast. You could check us out and follow us on just about any service, podcasting service you could think of, but Radio Public is what you want to follow to show us the most support.
Can you tell us in a country accent again?
Show us the most support. Make sure you guys check us out. Make sure you follow us, subscribe to us. We're on iTunes,
What'd I do?
Station.com, podcast.com,
What did I do?
Google Music Play, TuneIn Radio, almost anything that you're checking out right now. We're going to be on there. Make sure you follow us on there.
What? You gotta talk like that
What
the whole
the-
time.
No, every time. Every outro has to be done like that.
Yikes.
It has to be done like
What the
that.
fuck?
Follow us on YouTube.
Wow. Until
Check
next
out
time.
Podcast Live on Twitch on Wednesdays, 8 o'clock p.m. live.
I can't.
Like the video if you like it, leave us a comment below.
What was that?
And we're going to get back to you. What the fuck is going on?
Until next time. Love Life 857. We out.
Yeah. Google Stadia.
Later,
Wait to
y'all.
see what's going on.
Oh my god.
Wait, Jesus.
Oh my god, dude, it's too much.
Stop.